Yo and hello everybody, Mike here, Baseball Collector. Happy Thursday. The weekend is almost here. I've been doing some thinking, and the last few days it's been kind of all this stuff is hitting me. I'm back from the National. That's over. There was so much hype going into it, and that's mildly kind of sad, although there'll be another one next year and something to look forward to. But then you've got baseball season's going on. We're kind of coming into the home stretch, the last few months of the season. The team that I root for, the Texas Rangers, is absolutely atrocious, so that's not a whole lot of fun to really just be done with your summer already. We did go to the game last night, me and some friends, and I got to see Shohei Ohtani pitch. That was really cool. But all in all, I don't have a whole lot to root for. It's no fun. Then I've got my kids going back to college, which is, good for them, to get and progress with their education and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we take Jessica back to OU on Sunday, so that's happening quick. It's just, Julie's got a new job. There's just a lot going on. And that's a good thing. It doesn't get me down necessarily. It just makes me feel like, okay, this kind of season is past, and what's next? But it can get you down for sure. I know a lot of people that just don't handle change very well. I'm not necessarily one of them that handles it great, but I kind of just roll with the flow. And I've been doing some videos, especially this last week as I was reacting to the National and doing some videos about that, both here and on Bench Clear Media. And, a lot of people, I don't know that they're wrong calling me this old man, get off my lawn kind of thing when I think about the way the hobby has changed and the way the hobby is adapting and moving forward. I wish I could say I like it, but I don't. And I'm not going to apologize for that, but at the same time, I can't change it. So over time, I will come to accept it. There was one comment on a video when I was complaining about all the kids being at the national tables with their Pelican cases and taking up space and kept me from being able to see certain things and do certain things at the National. And they made a really good point, actually. So I am open-minded. I'm willing to listen. And he said, they're sports cards dealers, and deals go both ways, right? So and that resonated with me. That made some sense to me. It doesn't say seller's badge. It says dealer's badge, and that makes sense. They're both buying and selling. So I can be rationalized with, even if I'm kind of sitting there being old man, get off my lawn. But I am an old man in the hobby. Like, I'm ancient in the hobby, and that's okay too, But experience counts for something, I hope. We shall see. But I can be taught, even as an old man. I'm not the old dog that cannot be taught new tricks. And so I understand, and that really got me thinking about my stance towards the National and all the Pelican case carriers and people all trying to sell. There's room for all of us. That's, I guess, where I'm trying to go with that. I feel like everybody has a space in this hobby, and everybody can have fun with it, no matter which side of the aisle you're on. You're the investor flipper, you're the collector, you're whatever. Everybody can, work it out. It's all good. And, also the grind of just continually trying to talk to people about the hobby and hopefully be somewhat of a teacher about the hobby. And I try to convey knowledge and spread knowledge, and here's my experience with this, here's my opinion on this, take it, leave it, whatever. And even when I'm feeling down about that, because usually you just listen, the negative resonates louder or sounds louder than the positive, and so sometimes that gets to me. Not as much as it used to, that's for sure. But then I got a letter yesterday. I got a care package from Brian. Brian is a longtime subscriber to the channel, longtime follower of my stuff. He happens to be, so my brother, Matt, is married to Stephanie. Stephanie's brother is Brian. So it's my brother's brother-in-law. I think that's right. And Brian is super great in the comments and always makes good comments and makes me feel good, and I appreciate that. And he sent me a care package. He said, "Hey, I want to send you something." So he did, and I got a note. Brian, you know, man, if I get a note, I'm going to read the note. It says, I got to get my glasses. Dang it. Old man. That's the old man in me. Dear Mike, I saw cards like these on your recent videos. You got me back into collecting, and I thought you would like these. You know, when anybody hears that, if a content creator hears that you influenced them and got them back into collecting, all that kind of stuff, it literally keeps you going. It literally injects, like, okay, at least somebody likes it. There's plenty of people out there that don't like me, and that's fine. But there are some people that I can have a positive influence on, and that's good. People getting back into the hobby, people wanting to learn. And so I'm glad about that, Brian. He says, so far I've collected 7 Hank Aaron Topps cards, all PSA. Now I'm going for Frank Thomas PSA 10 Topps base cards. That's awesome, Brian. Do that. I also included a Texas treat for you since I no longer live in Texas. From Stephanie's brother, Brian. Keep collecting, he put at the bottom. That's awesome. So things like that, that's great, Brian. The stuff he sent me, I already looked through it. It's pretty awesome. He knows me. He gets me. Brian, you get me. So I'm going to flip this around and, show it off, I guess. But just if you're feeling down after the National, the post-National blues is a real thing. Who was I talking to earlier today? Hold on, I got to look at my phone because I was talking to somebody earlier today and they were mentioning it, that it's for real. Mikey Mantle at Mikey Mantle Sports Cards, and he's down, but I may have something that's going to pick him up because that's a story for another time. Sorry, I'm going up there to see him, but you'll hear about that later. But yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm so down. Cards for days and days, and now nothing. It's like, ugh. And this guy owns a card shop, so it's real. Don't let it get you down. And Brian, great timing on your care package. It really hit home, and it really meant a lot to me. And the note was great. So let me show you, and the stuff is awesome. So let me flip it around and show you. Hang on. All right, so this giant stack is from Brian, and I'm going to do my best to show all this without knocking my camera over here. I'm going to do this in little chunks. Man, you really nailed it. All right, so we've got let's see. God, this is going to be hard. I'm going to do this one-handed. A Johnny Bench Goodwood Champions Black. A Dennis Eckersley Mini from Goodwin Champions. Carl Yastrzemski. These are not going to be... Let's try it. There we go. Focus. Just focus. All right. Another mini of Vlad Guerrero. Another mini of Vlad Guerrero. So these are all Hall of Famers. Like, this is just fantastic. There's a cool Jim Thome, second year. I've never even seen this card. So he sent me 2 of them. Adrian Beltre, Best All-Stars. That is awesome. An 08 Upper Deck, Randy Johnson. It's a Topps Heritage Babe Ruth, fantastic. Tony Gwynn, Nelly Cruz Heritage Chrome, look at that. And we got some archive stuff. We've got Stan Musial. This is from 96 Topps. This is the Mickey Mantle commemorative card. Got a little insert of the Ramley Walter Johnson. This is probably the closest I'll ever get to a Ramley Walter Johnson, but that's awesome. And he sent me some awesome. These are Flair Greats. We got Jackie, Early Win, Brooks, McCovey, Ashburn. Got some Speed to Burn, Lou Brock. 84 Topps save leaders, career save leaders. You got Gossage, Fingers. Got a little Piazza action, more Piazza action, more Piazza action. Look at that. Mike Piazza on the A's. Isn't that just weird? Yes. Of course, some Pudge, Stadium Chrome, Bowman, little Juan Gonzalez action. I mean, just so much. This is all great. Oh, and I love this. So this is the Greg Maddux short print from 2021, the veteran short print. I absolutely love those, and I got a bunch of them, so I am really, really excited about showing those off. Got some more Greg Maddux stuff, 88 Topps, some cool wheelhouse insert from Fleer Platinum from Bagwell, a Biggio, I mean more Biggio, Alomar. Look at all this. I'm gonna try to go faster. Some 86 Topps, you know, 35th anniversary. They're not 86 Topps. They're last year's Topps or whatever, or 2 years ago. This year's Topps. Sorry, but it's the 86 All Stars. You got Musial. There's a Maze. I love this stuff. Puckett, Ripken, Clemente. Look at that. Pedro Martinez. Mike Piazza again. Let me see. Let me get to some. There's so much goodness. Oh, here we go. So he sent me some Stadium Club, you know, the stuff that I got earlier. There's some Maze. Oh my gosh. How cool. He sent me this Cepeda, which has Maze in it also. And you know it right there. Lou Gehrig. I love those. There's an Ernie Banks Stadium Club. Yastrzemski, Williams, like all these awesome. There's some cool Barry Bonds cards. I mean, he was right. I saw some of this stuff and I thought you'd like it. You were right, Brian. This is all greatness. I have to put all these away. What I'm excited about getting to put these in my Hall of Fame different player runs. There's a couple of old reprint DiMaggio's from Gaudy, like an upper deck. Some Mantle stuff. A couple more shiny Jackies. And then he sent me also a back card of Orlando Cepeda. So awesome. And then this very cool, this is from last 2019 Topps, I think. This is the 150 years like medallion. It's incredibly heavy. And what's great about these are numbered to 25. So there's the Jim Thome. Yeah. Just awesome, Brian. Thank you. I did get a couple of other things. These are things that came in from the National from my buddy. He had them sent back. Oh, before I show that, let me show the other thing that Brian sent me. It's this very awesome, it's like a Rangers clock on a ball. Check that out. Look at that. Isn't that cool? So that is awesome. Thank you, Brian. Again, I got some stuff from a buddy. One of them was this. I got another Perez Grugan because JT did these for me. And Alan Trammell was signing after I left. So my buddy got this for me because he was staying through Sunday. It's got the TriStar authentication on it. So I'm working on that. I've got more being printed by JT. I'm going to do a bunch of those TTM. And then I got 2 rookie cards signed at the show after I left because they were signing afterwards. One of them was Ozzie Smith, so I got this 79 Topps signed by him. I paid for that one. And then this one I paid for Roger Clemens on an 85 Topps rookie card. So yeah, that is it. Man, that's fun stuff. Sorry if I babbled a lot, but I just love this when people do this, and so much great stuff. So that is it for now, everybody. Thanks for watching today. We will catch you soon. Keep collecting.